Caps win! I've been waiting so long to say those words. The Caps defeat the Islanders 3-2 in Game 4 of their quarterfinal matchup in the Eastern Conference. That's one.
That's one.
That's right, it only takes one game at a time at this point. I said it last game and I begged every single one of you Caps fans out there to just cheer them on no matter what. And we were tested in this game, there is no doubt about that. We as a fan base were ultimately tested even into the second period of this game. And folks, this is why you cheer for the team no matter what, down to the last second of the last period of the last game. Because even when things look like they have no hope, the Caps can still come back and they can still win a hockey game. But the most exciting part about this is that the Caps finally started playing a true hockey game. The real type of hockey that wins playoff games. They turned it on and it felt like the Caps of old. Whew. Oh man. I'm just too excited right now. Look, okay, I know it's only one game, but that felt so good. Not just because of the win, and don't get me wrong, the win feels great, but because of what I started to see during that second period of this hockey game. First period, trash, and I felt it. I felt the world just drop when that first goal went in for the Islanders. Every single Caps fan in the universe said at the exact same time, well, I guess there's always next season. But no, you never give up on your team because you are a fan and you cheer to the last instant. I'm guilty of it too. When that second goal went in, I was like, all right, well, I guess the Caps just decided they don't feel like playing hockey this postseason, so maybe they're just gonna go home. But no. The Caps started playing hockey in the first period of this game, and I had to put my fist in my mouth so that I wouldn't put it through the TV screen. They just stare at the puck like, look, there's this black 1x3 circular rubber thing that we're just gonna stare at for a while. And it felt like the exact same play that I saw in the first half of Game 1, first half of Game 2, and first half of Game 3. Why can't the Caps turn it on from the very start? Why do the Caps have to wait 30 minutes before they can decide to start playing hockey? I tell you what, they're not gonna get that many more chances in this postseason, so if they don't start playing from the very start, they are going to be done quick. But I'm not gonna start thinking like that because they just won and I am stoked about it. I'm sitting here thinking about how excited I'm getting, and I think it's just because I get to watch more hockey. So Dylan takes a penalty in the first minute of this game. And I do think it was a light call for an elimination game in the playoffs, but it was a trip. And the refs set the tone for how this game was going to be called, but I do not think that they followed that tone. So Dylan goes to the box, and it is just 4 solid minutes of zone time for the New York Islanders to start this game. And I mean 4 whole minutes of zone time, and 2 of those minutes were a power play. This power play, the Caps just were not able to exit the zone. Multiple times, they had the puck on their stick for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and they still weren't able to clear the zone. And I'm thinking to myself, here we go again. Here go the Caps that just like to stand there with the puck and just go, I mean, they look just stupid standing there like they don't know what to do with it. You're on the penalty kill. You get the puck on your stick, just send it up ice as hard as you can, as fast as you can. And it becomes a quick 2-0 game for New York, and I am just dumbfounded. I'm sitting on my couch just in shock that the Caps could come back to these playoffs and just not do anything. Okay, suck. Yeah, okay. So they can come back and suck. Let's just call it what it was. And then they started to play extremely undisciplined hockey. Ovechkin at the end of the first period is the perfect poster child for what undisciplined play is supposed to look like. And I don't blame them. The Caps are frustrated. They're down 0-3 in the series. They're down 0-2 in the first period of this game. And they are just mad at what is going on. But I think that jogged something in them. I think that mentality, I think they went to the locker room and they said to themselves, why are we mad at ourselves? because it is our fault. They learned, I feel like, in that locker room in the first intermission that they need to just own up to everything that they are doing. Every little play, every little touch of the puck, every little glide of a skate, you are responsible for. And it is your job to make sure that whatever you do on the ice contributes to the gameplay in some way. And it worked. It worked. They came out a little hesitant at first in the second period. They were on a penalty kill because of the Ovechkin roughing. But when that ended, they started to just play. Almost like they stopped thinking about it. Almost like it was instinct. It was inherent in them what they were supposed to do. And that's the sign of a good hockey team. The team that can just put away the overthinking mentality of a game and just skate with your line mates and with your defenders and with your teammates, how you know you can skate. And ladies and gentlemen, Evgeny Kuznetsov. Evgeny Kuznetsov is the savior of this game for me. Not because he scored his goal first, although that has a lot to do with it, but because he moved his feet before anybody else on the team did. I'm sitting here staring at my TV saying, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, and no one wanted to move their feet. It's like I keep yelling at them, but they're not listening to me. Evgeny Kuznetsov scores because he moves his feet. And because he moved his feet, he beat every defender on the ice at the time. And he got to the goal first. And it was a little bit of Pelech scoring on his own goalie. He kind of knocked the puck off of Kuznetsov's stick, and then it went 5-hole on Varlamov. And I mean, Kuznetsov gets the goal, and it was all because of his skating. And even though it was, anyway, it was kind of a little bit of a mess. But Kuznetsov scores, and that's what's important. And when that goal went in, the entire Washington Capitals team started to skate. They started to move their feet. They started to get aggressive on any loose puck on a board. And they started to take hits and make hits. Oh, it's almost like I've been saying they should play physical this whole time. I mean, every single loose puck. They were not afraid to send a puck to the corner, and I ended up being okay with it at a certain point because I knew if a puck got sent to the corner, a Cap was going to be the first one to it, and they were going to win a board battle. And then they started playing like the New York Islanders had been playing for 3 games straight. They started cycling pucks up to their defenders, and the defenders started shooting it on net as fast as they could. And then when the puck hit traffic and goes straight to everyone's feet, it's smack, 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 try and get it in. And if it doesn't go in, it's smack it to the corner, cycle it back up to your defenders, reset, do it all over again. And everybody, I mean everybody, even Ilya Kovalchuk, bought into the game plan. Yes, that's right. Ilya Kovalchuk started playing hard, solid hockey. Even Radko Gudas had a couple moments. I mean, he had a couple super frustrating moments, and I really still don't like him, but even Radko Gudas started playing proper hockey. And their aggressiveness on the puck and their skating draws another penalty. And on that penalty, the Caps are super hard on the puck. They get it up to Carlson. Carlson gets the puck over to Ovechkin as fast as he can, and Ovechkin scores! One-timer from his office. It's 2-2. Tie game. And the second period ends, and I'm getting real nervous now because with the first intermission, I started eating my feelings. No, seriously, I went upstairs, I opened up the pantry, and I just stared at it. Yep, I'll take some of that, and I'll take some of that, and I'll take some of that. Okay, honey, I'll see you in a little bit. Because I'm just so mad at what's going on. But when the second period ends, I'm just like, because I don't know what Cap team is going to show up in the third period. Is it going to be the Caps from the first period and the first half of pretty much every game in this postseason? Or is it going to be the Capitals that showed up in the second period and continued to play? And by God, it was the Caps that showed up in the second period. They keep the pedal to the metal. They're able to continue doing what they're doing. And guess what? Ovechkin, he moves his feet. He skates down the ice. Wrist shot. Go! 3-2. Capitals take the lead. And I'm getting aggressive at this point, like, but then I remember, well snap, there's still 15 minutes left in this period. Like, okay, don't get too excited, Brad, because the Caps gotta keep it up. But they kept it up, they kept moving their feet, they kept playing hard, responsible hockey. And it's just like, amazing because defenders are getting in on the offense and they're starting to create chances. And then when someone gets in a bind, the forwards, they're able to collapse back and help out in defense. And it's like, this is what a team is supposed to look like. Let me catch my breath real quick. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have not much more to say about this game, except that I want every single one of you to never, ever give up hope on your team. Just where is the fun in getting on Facebook or getting on Twitter or getting in on whatever it is that the kids are getting on these days and just moaning and groaning and whining and complaining about your team and just giving up? There's no fun in it. Don't do it as a defense mechanism, please. That's the last thing that I want any Caps fan to do. I understand that works. I understand you're putting up a shield as a fan and you're saying, my team's already lost, and so if I just give up now, it'll hurt less in the end when it actually happens. But look what happens when you stick with your team and you cheer them on to the very end. I mean, if you're not excited, I'll be excited for you. Don't worry, that's what this channel is for. Speaking of this channel, if you'd like to take a moment and smash that thumbs up button for me, that'd be great. But anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Be a fan. Get behind your team and cheer them on to the very end. The Caps have won Game 4. It is now 3-1 in this series, and the Caps are going to win Game 5 and make it 3-2. Because the only game that now matters for every single one of you Caps fans watching this video is Game 5. Games 1 through 4 do not exist anymore. Games 6 and 7 don't matter at this point. Right now, the only game I want anybody out there to concentrate on for the next 48 hours is Game 5. And just like you cheered your team on for this game, you are going to cheer your team on as hard as possible because I know you want to and I know you can. And if we back our team like we should, the Caps will come out swinging in Game 5 and they will put this series to 3-2. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And if you enjoyed your time here, consider subscribing. There's a lot more hockey to come and a lot more content on it. And as always, let's go Caps!